Hello everyone, Amy with Campbell Creations, and today we are making a bracelet and a pair of earrings to match our multi-strand Mookite necklace. Now, if you didn't see the tutorial on the multi-strand Mookite necklace, I will have it listed in the description box below. Here is that necklace. Now let me get it here. Here is that necklace. So it's a nice long multi-strand, and I wanted a pair of earrings and a bracelet that would go with this. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So what I've gotten out is everything I think I'm wanting for the bracelet. The earrings we'll do separate. And what I have here from Bead Box Bargains is all of our Mookite. So this is 8mm faceted Mookite. Our 10mm Mookite is not faceted. It's also from beadboxbargains.com. Bead caps and our spacer beads are from beadboxbargains.com. And then from Auntie's beads, I got these spacers and I got a whole bunch of them and I just love them. So we're going to have those as well as our little, I think they look like twisted beans beads. And then from Sam's, these also came from Auntie's, I believe Auntie's beads, these Czech glass guys. And our pinch beads are from Bead Box Bargains. And then our faceted heishi beads. So this is red jasper faceted heishis. They came from Sam's Bead Shop, as well as the button came from Sam's Bead Shop. And we're going to be doing this beautiful button closure today with some 1.5mm leather cord. What I'm using because this is going to be a triple strand, what I'm using for our strands is Soft Flex here in this ruby red 49 strand. So that's what we're pulling in today. So let's set this up here and let's think about what we're wanting to do here. So I know for my center strand, I want to pull in these guys. And what I'm thinking is I want a Mookite in between them. So this would be our center primary strand here. Now, to offset these bigger beads, that's when I'm kind of laying out what I'm looking for. And so what I'm thinking is, so if we did 3 of these in the center, kind of in that center area here, between those two 10mm, then we could pull in another 3 down here a little ways, and another 3 down here just a little ways. And then let's go in between with these two. These two will be the in between. This looks like it's almost missing a piece just because it's the same color as my bead mat. Looks like it's missing a chunk of that bead. So what I'm doing is this is how I plan out my offsets when I'm doing multi-strands. So I know what I'm kind of looking for and that they're all going to mesh together real nicely. So let's pull these in. So let's go 1 here and here. And let's do these here. And then I think I'm going to be pulling my heishis in this center strand. And then we have some spacer jazz going on. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. So let's see. Let's start with our bottom strand here. So we're going to come in here with our bottom strand. And what I'm thinking is on both sides of this twisted bean here, I think I'll do one of our bicones. And then, let's see. And maybe also one of these spacers. So let's go with spacer, bicone, spacer. Let's come in here with one of these. And then we'll do a spacer. And actually, I don't think I want 2 of those on there. Let's just do one. Let's do one on the outside. let's do that. So then if I do bicone and then spacer, that way we have this going on here. Then let's put all 3 of these on. And I want to make sure I'm mixing up the colors. I don't want the 2 yellow right next to each other. I'll come in with the bicone, twisted bead, bicone. Another one of these. Then we'll just come right back in with these. And then we'll put them up side by side and see if I did all right. Did I get out enough of those? Let's see what our length is. About 5.5. I was wanting a little less than 5.5 because of the length that we're going to have here with our button closure. But let's see. Let's just see. Let's do our other outer strand. And we know that this was that sequence, right? And we know what we're doing around these guys, so we should be good. So then if I come in here and I do one of these, we'll do our 3 8mm. One of these, we'll do that bicone. He says no. Twisted bean bead and a bicone. And then one of these. And then we'll just do that series. And then they should be offsetting nicely. I didn't get out enough spacers, I don't think. Nope, I didn't do that right. That's what my problem is. And then just these 3 at the end. Now, to try to get our focal to line up. Let's see how that's going to come along. Let's first see what our 2 lengths are here. That's looking pretty good. Okay, so focal. I know I wanted to bead cap these 10mm, so I know we'll be doing bead caps for them. I'm going to pull these guys in. So let's see. So if this is in the center, ooh, I'll put pinch beads around it. That's what I got those pinch beads out for. Okay, and then let's do a bead cap, one of our 10mm and bead cap. Ooh, I wonder, what if one of the heishis went here to kind of end that off, and then a bead cap 10mm bead cap and a heishi. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So then we'll come in here with one of these. Oops. And then we'll do heishi bead. These are just beautiful, are they not? Oh, those edges are just incredible. They have tiny little holes. And I'm not bead bugging the one end because I think I know what I'm doing, but if I end up messing something up, I don't want to have to take it all away. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, so then we'll do this, followed by him, and another one. And then we'll put a few of these on the side, on the edge, and let's see what our length looks like then. If it's not right, then I wasn't correct and I'm gonna have to get more beads out. So let's just see. Let me get out another heishi bead because that one's hole just doesn't want to cooperate. So we need one of those. That's more like it. I'll leave them out just in case we have any others that the hole's too small. Okay. Now, we're going to need to add to this, but let's take a peek at our sides, make sure that we are centered so that we know what we're needing and how much we're needing. Okay, so let me come down here. That should line up there. And then this should line up here. They look like they line up well. I might take these ends off just because I want it to be a little bit shorter. And typically I'll do an end like bead end, but I want it to be a little bit shorter than what it is. So then here, what if we just added, let's add a couple heishis to this. So we'll do 5 instead of 3 at the end. So let's come up here. Let's add a couple of these. We'll see where our length is then. Teeny tiny holes. Oops. Oh wow, look at this bead. So cool. Nope, not that one either. He was a cool bead though. Okay. I'm gonna have to remember that. This isn't very thick wire, but it is 49 strand. Maybe I'll have to use 7 strand or something on it. Okay, we're better, we're better. What if I put one of these at the end of the center strand? There we go. There we go. They're all about the same length now. Okay, I like it. So we'll get out some clamshells, many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can get out our crimp tubes. Ooh, that didn't want to open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I did make a couple little dangles here. Just a couple little dangles, and I put a little 4mm jump ring on each of them. Okay, so let's close off our ends. I'll do one with you and then I'll speed this along and I will get the other one knocked out. So the other one's knocked out. So let's go ahead and put on our clamshell connector and we'll come to the very end here with our crimp tube. We'll get him squeezed off. Real nice. Come up here to the end with our clamshell connector and we'll close him off. We'll come down to the other side. I usually roll it up a little bit. Put this down in here and get us another crimp tube. So gravity's doing its job here, and then I just have it. That way I know it's got some good movement. I'm just going to come in here. Get him good and crimped. Trim him off. And we'll close him up. So we have one of our strands. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on these two strands, then I'll be right back. Okay, so all of these are done. We have our 3 strands. Now I need to connect these 3 strands together and then we will do another jump ring for our button. Okay, so let's get out some jump rings. And I meant to get out the sizes that I would probably want and I didn't, so my apologies. Here we go. Okay, so there's those 2 for the first connection. Okay, and just put them on in the order that you're wanting them to lay. And actually, go ahead and put another jump ring on now. And we'll come to our other side. Make sure they're in line. Grab another one of these. Put them on in that same order. And then let's grab a jump ring, slide him on there. Excellent. Now, yay! Look at those together. So cool. So let's put these up. And then let's talk about our button closure. So what I have here is, I believe it's 9 inches. Let's make sure. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 inches. Okay, it's a pretty good size button. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half. So I'm going to have my 2 ends together, fold this in half, and then I'm just going to do an overhand knot. And I want that knot to be pretty close to the top here. So I just want a little bitty old loop up here. So I'm just using my thumbs and my fingers to slide this up. Try to make it look as pretty as it can, being an overhand knot. And then I'm going to pull one tail, pull the other tail, so that we have a tight knot. Now we have this. So then we need to make a spot for the button to go in. And I usually flip my button around. And I set it here to about center. Put my thumbnail there. I take a look at about what I'm looking at for the size, right? I give it a little pinch, see? So it gives that little indention. And that way I'm going to do another overhand knot and see how close to that indention I can come. Now you want your buttonhole to be snug because this is leather and leather will expand. It'll stretch over time. So let's come up here and my pinch is down in there. But before I get this tight, we're going to put our button in because I think this is a little small, but let's see. Yeah, it's a little small. So let's come down. Be easy though, you don't want to damage your leather. You don't want it to look yucky. Now we should be good. So this should be able to go in snugly, and it can. It can pop in through there. It would help if I didn't get it caught on the back. But yep, there's that. So you can put some large hole beads on this. You can, leave a long tail. You can cut it off for a shorter tail. I am going to make it a shorter tail, but I'm going to first pull on these, make sure that we're good and tight, and then I'm going to cut these off. Now, at this point, you see the difference in color. If this was a darker leather, it would be more pronounced. Some come through with a Sharpie and get the ends, or you can use your thread zapper. It's Heather that told me about it. She uses her thread zapper and just kind of touches the end and it tans the leather. So there's that. That's what we're looking at. So this looped section is going to connect to our jump ring, and it depends on how long you want this before you go adding those jump rings. So here's about where I'm looking, right? And for this, so we're looking at about maybe at 1 inch. And so for here, we're looking at right about 1 inch. So, you need a little bit of room. So typically I would do another jump ring to this because you need a little room that's under the button. I'm going to try it without adding another one because I don't want this to be too long, and I'm notorious for making them too long. So I'm going to go with my gut on this, and I'm going to, because typically with the button closure, you are looking at adding about 1 inch to 1.25 inches. And considering this was at 5.5, or just shy of 5.5 because we took that end bead off, that's going to make it 6.5, 6 3/4. And I have a 6 1/4 to a 6.5 wrist. So I don't want to go that much. But down here, so all I did was I connected my button down here. Okay, I could have closed that better. Geez, Amy, geez. So I have my button down here at this end. At this end, to this jump ring, I'm going to connect this jump ring to our loop. So I'm going to come in here and open this jump ring. And while this jump ring is open, I'm going to pop on our little dangles. So open the jump ring, pop on our dangles. Pop on our piece of leather. And close him up. Slip in. There you go. Okay. So then, the fun part. And actually, I should have put some of these dangles on the other side. What you should be doing is putting a couple dangles on, putting your leather on, and then putting a couple dangles on. That way you have dangles on both sides, guys. So let Amy redo that real quick. Let me redo it real quick. And I may make up another dangle. Let's do that. That way I have two on each side. Okay, so let's make up one more. So I have one of these, and let's grab put a couple Mookite on there. Ooh, let's get a yellow one. A couple of those little 4mm Mookite. Okay. I'm just gonna pop these on. Bring in my one-step looper. Put that through. This one-step looper makes doing dangles so quick. Make sure it's all the way up against there. You see that? And pop it off. What I have found with the one-step looper is the thicker the gauge, the better that loop ends up turning out being. And then I did put a little jump ring on each of them. So let's do that. Well. Got him. All right. So now we'll close this the rest of the way because Amy can't see. I really do need to get my glasses checked again. Last time my prescription didn't change too much, and I felt like it needed to change a lot more than what it did, you know? All right. So we are going to put this on. We'll put two of these on this side. We'll put two of these on this side. And then we'll pop on our leather again. Close him up. That's a little more like it. A little more like it. I don't know what I was thinking, because that's what your dangles should look like. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see. Is this gonna fit me? Please fit me, please fit me, please fit me. Oh, it's gonna fit me. Oh, getting that sideways. That's gonna fit me. Look at this, look at this, look at this. I love it. So cool. See? It will fit just right. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm happy. I have been wanting to get back to this bracelet and pair of earrings to go with that necklace ever since I made that necklace. Oh, that is just so happy. Love that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, earrings. With earrings, I pre-make one. And this is all we're doing here, my friends. And these down here came from Dee Dee's Beads online shop. This little bottom part. And I thought that was just cute. I was thinking about, actually, I may change this. Because what I was thinking about, I had forgotten about. Let me show you what it is. When I said that this came with several of them, it came with several of them. Look at all these that I have. Here's what I'm thinking. And they're a little heavy, but I don't think they're too heavy if just one of them's on a pair of earrings. I don't think they are. So let me do this. Actually, let me make up this one. I'll put one of these on the bottom and then just look at both of them and decide what to do. Okay, so here, it's just going to be one of our pinch beads, bead cap, 8mm faceted Mookite, bead cap, pinch bead. Come in here with my one-step looper. I want this, well, I would have wanted it for this to be going in opposite directions. I don't know which way we're gonna go, so let's go ahead and do it in opposite directions. So I want this to go in this way because our loop's gonna go up and down. So I want this to go side to side. Okay, so then let's grab one of the head pins I have out. Let's come in here. Let's grab this one-step looper back out. Pretty good loop. Yeah, totally. Totally. Sorry, little finding. I will find good use for you. But this is not that. Okay, so with this one, I'll go ahead and pop him on the ear wire. Beautiful. Oh, love it. Okay, so then I have tools everywhere. You know me, I'm usually putting my tools right up. Okay. He's closed all the way. This one's already open. So we'll pop it on. And just like that, we have the earrings and the matching bracelet to go with our necklace. Yay! I hope you love this. I love this. Even if we didn't have the necklace, I'd be figuring out something to wear this all the time. But now I have my set. So I so appreciate you being here with me. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, comment, reach out to me, ask questions. I love talking with you guys. I love being here for you, and I'm so thankful that you're here for me. Bye-bye, my friends.